Hey, this is Josh. I just want to say that I'm very thankful for the opportunity that Netflix and Love is Blind gave me to come onto the show. How I was portrayed isn't exactly who I am as a person. Those things did happen, but there's always more to the story. I grew up wrestling, doing judo, done jiu-jitsu. I've traveled the world doing all sorts of combat sports. I've lived in Thailand. I finishing my master's with a 4.0. Never had a speeding ticket, never been in trouble with the law. I say these things because I'm passionate and I'm hardworking. In the pods, I think it all started with Marshall and I. A lot of miscommunication, and I have nothing against him. There's a couple scenes where you see me, I sit back, I chill, I listen to Kwame. Paul and Kwame are talking. I get up, I walk away. In the pods, there's a lot of people telling each other who they're talking to, and that wasn't me. I didn't want anybody to be deterred by who I was talking to, and I wasn't trying to get into any pissing contest with anyone. One night, this was coming to the last days of engagements. I had two girls. One girl told me she was going to break up with her other guy. That didn't happen. And then I was supposed to be with Jackie that night, and she never showed up, and I had no idea why. So then I packed my bags, because you can guess, if you don't have any dates, you go home. And that's why I packed my bags. So I was surprised to see her the next day, and I had told her that. And then I told her good things about Marshall, qualities that I don't have and I'm still working on. And then she had told him that, and there was a miscommunication where he thought I was talking crap about him, but I wasn't. I wasn't sneaking around. I wasn't trying to badmouth anybody. Then I overheard him speaking about me, and I'm pretty sure he knew it was me. So I confronted him about it. And you never see Jackie and I breaking up because we didn't. I took a step back. I thought that they had spoken about getting engaged. Marshall had talked about, yeah, we're getting engaged. Now, I'm not sure if he meant it like we're getting engaged or that's the one. But when he was talking to me, he goes like, I told you about her. I think you're going to get your heart broken. So I took a step back and I said, I apologized. I was never able to emotionally open up to Jackie because that's something that's hard for me, especially in the pods, just like trying to open up to somebody. And when you have somebody else in your ear telling me how great they're doing, what they're talking about, it's a difficult situation unless you've been in it. So then when I went home, I had found out that they hadn't been engaged and that she had actually been upset and torn between the two of us. That was difficult hearing. That was very difficult. But things happen and I understand. So I went back and I was training for a competition. I'd been cutting weight, a lot of weight, because my diet in the pods wasn't the best. And then I got called and I got asked if I would go to Chelsea's birthday party, which I agreed to. And I went, and I knew the odds were against me. Statistically, anybody that's come up to somebody in Love is Blind is like, oh, I think we would work out better, da-da-da-da-da. They usually fail, 10 out of 10 times. And I would be naive to think I would be any different. But like I said, I'm a very passionate person, and if I believe in something, I'm going to pursue it even if the odds are against me. Right before I went in there, I had been pre-gaming, and then I had gotten word that Marshall had been talking crap about me, which is obviously true. He said he wanted to scrap me after I had told him that he could be with Jackie, and I apologized if I was stepping on any toes. And that was difficult for me to hear, especially I'm already nervous. I'm going in there, I've never met Jackie, never seen Jackie, and then I get this word of him like speaking like he wants to fight me or something, which again, I've done a lot of training in my life. I wasn't worried about that situation. It was hard hearing that. And so, as you notice, when I first go in, I have a couple of bad dance moves, but I'm still trying not to focus on what I just heard. I speak to Paul, I say how great Marshall is, but I put his feelings before mine, which, like I said, I had stepped back. And then I see him, and I see his body language. He's staring, he's trying to force his coat on Jackie, and I'm upset because that's when I realize he has been talking crap. And now I'm not very proud of my actions. I'm not proud of how I presented myself. But one thing about me is I wasn't going to sneak behind his back. I wasn't going to sneak behind anybody's back. I told him essentially why I was there. But I also had to diffuse the situation because I didn't want us to end up getting into a fight and then end up both going to jail for no reason. I was childish in how I acted, and I recognize that. If I would have known it would hurt Jackie and Marshall so much, I would have taken a step back, and I would have just not have gone, if I'm being honest. That being said, I am sorry to Marshall and Jackie. I think if anybody wants to be upset with anybody, they should be upset with me. I think hate spreads hate, and as we have seen here, he thought I was talking crap about him, so then he started talking crap about me, and just like, where does it end? And anybody that's like going on the comments, I really don't mind whatever you say on my page, but the reason why you guys are hating is because you saw me do something mean, or you saw somebody else on the cast do something mean, and you think by being mean to them fixes everything when it doesn't. It just spreads more hate.